new modem is hooked up, and it seems to be working okay. Yeah, it went quite well, and all I did was got everything ready. I phoned the toll-free number, talked to a guy. Actually, I was surprised at how quickly I was able to talk to somebody. I had thought that, you know, I was going to get a whole bunch of recorded announcements that would tell me that they appreciated my call and please wait for an hour or so, and you are number 17 in line and stuff like that. But no, somebody answered right away. And you know, while we were waiting for this thing to boot up, we had a little bit of a conversation going on, and I asked him, I said, you sound like you're next door. Where are you? And he said, I'm in Victoria. Now, for those of you who don't know, Victoria in Canada is way over on the west coast. So I'm guessing as the crow flies, maybe 1,500 miles in a straight line from here. Yeah, and it just went seamless. Within about 5 minutes, we were up and running, and I configured my laptop and my iPad to it. It's all working good. I'm hoping that the upload speed is going to be better. That's the reason why I made the change, so that if I have a long video that I want to upload at the end of the day, well, this is not my first modem. The 2 modems ago, a video like this would have literally taken about 24 hours to upload. The modem that this one replaced would do a 20-minute video upload it in about an hour. I'm hoping that this modem will do it in 45 minutes or less. I've done the speed test thing, you know, the ping test, on a couple of different sites, and depending on which site you use, it does seem that the download speed is faster. It's supposed to be 600 kps or something like that. That's what they advertise. But I was more interested in the upload speed, so we'll just see if it's better. I'm sure that it's going to upload. If you don't see this video, it didn't work. But I know it is uploading because I can, you know, access back and forth on the internet. So the upload has to be working, right? Anyway, this is not an electronics show about modems. This is about the model ship. So I'm going to go back out into the living room where the model table is, and I'm going to continue on. And I worked on the railing a little bit last night after yesterday's episode was uploaded. And I got, I'm probably about this far from the anchor, or the hawse pipe. So I'm just going to keep working at it, and we'll see you at the hawse pipe. Now I just want to give you a bit of a heads up here. I wasn't really happy with where the modem was. Even though it was in the exact same place as where the other one was, this one makes a noise. I think it's got a little cooling fan or something in it. So I thought, well, why don't I put it on the shelf? It's above. That'd help a little. At least it's not right beside my ear. And by the time I scrounged around in the workshop and found a coupler so I could make an extension onto the coax cable so it would reach up there, because the cable was just slightly too short. Murphy's Law again. And yeah, I wasted quite a bit of time actually. So we're not going to get too much model building done here. Again. Okay, I didn't get quite as far along as I thought last night. I thought I was only about 4 inches from the anchor, and it's more like just a little over 6. But, you know, big deal, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom 2 rails off right there. I'm going to put a post on the rails right there, of this piece, of course. And then right here, I think if I was to cut it right here at this post here, then we can sort of bend it back in, and it should be a mirror image to this side over here. All being well. Okay, I've cut this piece off of the end right here, and I've cut the bottom 2 rails out to go over this. And for anybody who's kind of worried or interested, there are still two completely full-length pieces of railing left. In other words, a piece like this, or the way it was before I cut it off. So anybody that's concerned about not getting this kit because you had heard that there wasn't enough railing, well, unless, like I said before, I missed something, there's enough railing. I just have to be careful I don't bend it here. I mean, I don't want to go getting all careless now. For some reason today I seem to be having trouble manipulating my fingers. Not seriously or anything, it's probably because the camera's on recording. Okay. Now, what I plan to do here is I want to eyeball where to put the post right there. Now, there is another thing I could do, and I actually did it once already just to see how it would look, and it wasn't too bad. I just perfectly lined up the rails and then glued everything together like that, and it actually looked pretty good. Maybe I should do that. I don't know, from your perspective it probably looks really good. Being as that this breakwater thing comes right there, it might sort of almost be like an excuse to have a extra post going on. Now, I've got to be careful that I don't start taking shortcuts just because I'm getting very close to the end here. And, like right here, for instance. And later, when I'm looking at the model in the case, it's going to bother me, but I don't think so. No. Got to make my little bend here. And if I want to match this one over here, and it appears that it's going to be about in the same place. In other words, looks like the distance from here to this fair lead is the same as from right here to this fair lead. So I'll just make my bend about, I'm guessing 3 millimeters, it looks like, eyeballing it. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a bit of a bulge in the side of the deck right here. It kind of goes out like this. Now, I know I'm exaggerating it, but so what I'm going to do is I will start gluing the post down and work my way out this way. Then for sure it's going to be right. Thinking out loud again. Okay, nothing is glued down yet. Just get rid of my tape here. And I've got this end shaped the right shape, and it appears to me that after everything is glued down, I'll work my way from this post this way. I think it's going to work out when I get to the end here. And then we'll go the other way. Push this back just a little bit here. Maybe take some pressure off. Oops. I would redo it. Okay, maybe like this time. If I can just get this one post glued down in place. There, that looks about right. I realized the fair lead was sort of blocking the bottom of the post, but I believe I did get it. I'll see if I can move over to the other one here. Okay, we'll just move over a couple here. Now, before I put the pressure down, I better get that post up on top of the gunnel. Otherwise it could all of a sudden just fall right down and bend the railing. Well, that's pretty much perfect. Oh, I got it on the rail. I do that a lot. Okay, that's not going anywhere after it cures. Now, I think if I'm smart, maybe I'll just leave that little piece of tape on there for a bit. How easy does it? There we go. Sort of hook that in behind. All right. I would like to just continue on here and glue all these posts down. But at this very moment, let me look at my clock. It is 16 minutes to 3 here in Winnipeg. I've wasted way too much time. I really had intended to get a lot done today. I had actually thought that we'd be done with the railing today, but I can see we're not. And also going around the anchor, the hose pipe thing here on both of these, we've got to put some more railing here. So we're not going to be even done tomorrow, I don't think, unless I really get at it. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. In fact, I know I will. Once I'm uploading this episode, I'll get at it. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you again tomorrow.